Hello. I'm going to give you a speech today on America's corporate tax. The proposed reduction of the corporate tax in the United States could indeed be detrimental to the US economy. Since Donald Trump's victory, investors have been ecstatic at the idea that corporate taxes could soon be shooting downwards in the United States. Donald Trump has proposed that the corporate tax rate in the country would be falling from roughly 35% to just 15%. Republicans currently control both houses of Congress, and they will soon have a large amount of influence in the United States when Mr. Trump assumes office. Paul Ryan, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, wants the American corporate tax rate to fall to 20%. But the reforms planned are more than just lowering the tax rate. Republicans want a complete overhaul of the way in which businesses are taxed in the US. And this, ladies and gentlemen, will be no easy feat. The corporate tax rate in the United States can reach up to 39.6%, and that makes it the largest in any Western country. That said, a panoply of reductions and tax credits can allow for businesses to lower their tax rate and to bring it back in line with those of the rest of the G7 countries, and that's according to Goldman Sachs. All that said, however, a large tax rate and a low tax base are or is an enormously inefficient combination. Politicians of all stripes have tried for years to improve this very situation. One example could be seen through the efforts of current President Barack Obama. Mr. Obama wanted to lower the corporate tax rate to just 28%, while at the same time eliminating all tax breaks for companies, but his proposals were not well received, and unfortunately, none of his ideas came into fruition. Analysts seem to be in agreement, however, with Paul Ryan's proposal. They believe that it could indeed see the light of day. Mr. Ryan proposes to change the tax base in two different ways. First of all, he wants to see a complete elimination of all deductions for debt interests. By doing so, he believes that we could see an end to businesses accruing too much debt. The second proposal that he has concerns geography. Uniquely in the G7, the United States taxes businesses' global profits. That is, the remainder of whatever taxes, the remainder of profits after taxes have been paid elsewhere. But businesses only need to pay taxes on these profits when they bring these profits back home to the US. So what we have seen is that the majority of companies keep their assets elsewhere. Some experts have estimated that these assets amount to $2.3 billion. Donald Trump wants to change this. He wants to give companies the opportunity to repatriate their American their assets back to America. And he proposes to just tax them a set rate of 10% on bringing their assets back to the States. It sounds like a good idea, but I think we've observed that Mr. Trump cannot always be held accountable. He has gone back on many of his promises, and let's just wait and see if he too will go back on this one.